I've been here almost 4 months. Off-grid in the Appalachia Mountains. What a journey. Stay with me, children. We're not done yet.
Not as cool with lows in the upper 40s.
They go that way. But oh, look what I got, baby. My very first otter. My traps worked. They worked.
Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of showers in the morning, then partly cloudy in the afternoon. Warmer with highs in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 20%. Wednesday, mostly.
Just another example. My old buddy Lester. Started getting a side by side. Yo! Homemade candy. Lord.
Cloudy. A chance of showers in the evening, then showers likely.
Hey Lester, we've got a floater.
Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 70%.
Oh, son, that's a big one. Yes, sir.
Thursday, showers, breezy with highs in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 80.
Remind me not to put 700 pounds of rock in the feed sack. Come on. 1075, baby.
80%. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly in the evening. Breezy and much cooler with.
Same song, second verse. And get her done. This river's a sight, buddy. It's been an awesome day. Been at it since about 5:30 this morning. I can tell it. Yeah. Stay with me, children. Not done yet. Not by a long shot.
Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of rain 70%. Friday, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of rain shower.
Him down. Just see him down somewhere. I'll bath him in a minute. What a season I have had. And I didn't want this season to be like this because of the land loss. You know, like I said before, you can replace a lot of things. They ain't making no more land. No, they're making cars every day. They're making all kinds of stuff. But they ain't making no more land. And try to help my old buddy. He's a dandy.
In the morning, much cooler with highs in the lower 40s. Chance of rain 20%. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming
Yeah, they've been digging today. Look at that. Lord have mercy. Son, this river is eat up. I think this makes 7 or 8. I don't know. I'd have to look. 7 or 8 beaver I've caught there. It's 15 beaver total for the season. Look at that. All the way down. All the way around that bank right there. That bank's gone. That whole bank is gone. Look at that.
partly cloudy. Cooler with lows in the mid-20s. Saturday, sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. Noah.
Look what we got. Another big beaver. That's a big one too, buddy. That's a whopper. Another beaver.
All hazards weather radio. Broadcasts on 7 fixed frequencies all across the United States. These frequencies.
Well, children, here we are. We've made it nearly 93 days alone in Appalachia, off grid. Seems just yesterday I showed up on this mountain full of myself, thinking I knew and I understood and had a plan. Oh, I quickly learned better that I didn't. I learned how to make do with what I had. And I learned how to do without a whole lot too. Why, it'd take years to really understand how to live off grid in the Appalachia Mountains and live off the land. I just merely scratched the surface. But for some folks, it's a way of life still today. But oh, it's been an epic journey. Wouldn't take nothing for the experiences that I've had. But now in a week or so, I'll be leaving the mountain. This may be the last episode from the trap shed on the mountain. But I'm leaving this mountain without regret, knowing that I kept my word. Leaving this mountain with a better understanding of me and my abilities. Leaving knowing what will work and what will not work off grid. There'll be videos coming out. Should you decide to take this journey, maybe something will help you along the way. But I've had a lot of firsts this year. And sadly, a lot of lasts. Bittersweet things that I'll never see again in my lifetime. Oh, I'll be glad to be home with a wife, family, and friends. But we're not done. No. We're just getting started. There's work to do, children. This will continue. Now, I got an email from the casting company. I've got work with the network. Got a meeting with them the end of the month. I'll pursue. I won't burn that bridge. Here's a little advice. Be relentless. Be resilient. Don't let nobody turn you around or change your mind. Give no explanation to no one other than yourself. And be satisfied with the work and the things that you do. Now, having said all that, Lester. Now, I've made me some friends this season. And I kept my old friends too. You see, don't ever trade your old friends off for new friends. If you do, you wind up with no friends. So I kept my old friends and I made a whole bunch of new friends. Lester's one of them. Air Force vet. Stands about 6'4", 6'5". cancer survivor. Good fella. And I'm going to stay with Lester to the very last day. Now, I'm not so foolish that I think I could solve his problem one season by myself. No. Why, a fella could have 100 traps and line both sides of that river and probably never deplete the population of beaver it's infested. Never seen nothing before like that in my lifetime. Probably never will. Again, they're everywhere. Now, I've only caught 8 beaver at Lester's. Total 16 beaver this year, but only 8 at Lester's. And to Lester, that's 8 beaver that's not taking his orchards or working on his land. So he's satisfied. Now, when I leave, he's got bigger plans. Rightly so. Want to change up a lot of things. But if I have to go back next season, that's my full intention. Farmers, they're satisfied. I've caught 12 coyote. That ain't many, but that's 12 that's not taking their livestock. See, a body is better than nobody. Do something, even if it is wrong. Finally tapped out on Bobcat. Checked the books, checked the records. The big Bobcat was the last Bobcat that I was allowed to take, and he was a big one. The biggest one I've caught as of yet. Saw my first otters ever in my life in the wild. Now, to some people that's probably not a big deal, but to me, it is. And about 4 days after seeing them otter, I caught my very first otter. Had to come up with a plan. The plan worked. I'm going to stick with the plan. There's more in there. You see, my buddies, they stock that pond. They're retired workers. They're good men. They wanted the otter and the beaver out of there. They stock that pond. They fish. They catch them. They throw them back. Sometimes they keep a few for supper. Sometimes they don't. They need my help, wanted my help. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be there until the end of the season as well. But I'm going to keep my traps moving, keep everything fresh. I've been a-packing today. I'm nearly packed up. It's a bittersweet goodbye up here, but I'll be glad to be home with a wife. She's been supportive. She sure helped me. If I needed something, she was quick to do a drop-off. Through the rain, the snow, and the cold, packing wood, coal, packing water, keeping the fire. I've learned. But like I said, we're going to continue. This ain't over with now. Don't run off now. Don't run off. Stay a while. Got plans coming up, spring and summer. Got places to go and things to do, and I want you to be a part of it. Stick around to the end of the video. I want you to watch another video for me. And I'll leave a link in the description box below to Judith and Dan Davis. Thank you for your help. It worked. And it's still working. My pushers, they don't want me to mention their names, but they know who they are. My members, my friends that share, tell other people about what I'm doing. This is a pretty big deal to me. Being out here off grid. It's tough. I'm not going to lie. You can't just look at things. You got to lay hands on things. You can't just, I'll get it tomorrow, I'll get it tomorrow. You got to get it while you can get it. Daylights are burning. But oh, what a season I've had. What a time. What a journey. It's been epic. I wouldn't trade these experiences for nothing. But what's around the corner? You see, I want to live all I can while I'm living, while I'm able. There'll come a time when I won't be able to. I don't want to take you along with me. I'll have videos coming out of things that you need to take off grid, should you decide to go off grid for a season. Things to stay away from. Things that might help you along the way. Things you need to keep on your person at all times. Things you need to keep in your ATV or in your trap shed and around a trap shed. I've learned a whole lot. Things I thought I knew, I didn't know. Like I said, we're not done yet. We got plans. We got things going on. Don't know where the network may go. Doesn't matter. As they ask me, I'll do. But I hope you stick around and follow along with me. Stay with me. Continue to share, comment. I need it. Text. Your support. This your boy String Bean. As always, go farther, stay longer. Hey, let's keep it real. And I'll catch you out there. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, it's your boy String Bean, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance, obviously. Met my buddy Lester's down by the river. Got a lot of steel out. Got a lot of work to do. Got a little less than 20 days of trap season, and we're nowhere near solving the problem. But nevertheless, I've got a set down here in a slide. It's been down here for about 2 weeks. I don't know how often they've been using it before, but I know it's been out there for 2 weeks. Judith and Dan Davis sent me some Alpha Delta castor lure. If you don't have Judith and Dan Davis, go down into the description box below and you'll find their channel link. He wasn't lying. I put this out. Now that trap been down there for 2 weeks. It was an old slide. I just kind of dolled it up a little bit, and I put some Alpha Delta castor lure on that. This morning we got one floating. Let's see what we've got. I've got 3 footholds I got to put out this morning with drowners, and the waters are dropping. They're not giving no rain until I think next week. But we'll see where we stand and what we got to do to get it done. Stick around and stay with me. Show you what we've got. Dan, I got a story to tell you all before I go down there. Lester is a cancer survivor. Okay, he had in his sinuses. Lester is a good man. He can't smell nor taste. The doctor said they'd done all they could do for his smell and taste. Sinuses. They had to go in and take everything out. I was telling him about this lure. We were standing on the porch up there a while ago. And I said, here it is. The lure. Opened it up and he said, I can smell that. I said, let's get the lid back on the jar before the wife comes out. But he said, I can smell that. Let's go check our beaver out. Oh, son, that's a big one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I made these otter buckets up. I've got fish wired to the bottom. Crappie, obviously. And I've got a wire here going through the middle. I'll put a crappie through the gills, through the lip, and wire it through. I've got holes in the bottom of the buckets. What I'll do is I'll move the fish back out of the way. I'll put a big rock in there, I'll sink the buckets. I'll set my traps on top and I'll attach my traps to the buckets. And I'll attach the buckets to the bank. I tried them out. They work. The only thing that worries me is when they fire, they jump. I don't know if I should have notched them one way or the other, but I may be educating some otter. Then again, I may be bringing some otter home. If they don't work, I won't show this video. If they work, be a different story. Let's head out. So the internet, specifically YouTube, is a place to learn, to share knowledge, to understand. I'm off grid, I have no internet. So I have to try to do the best I can with my imagination. It's tough. It's tough. I'm telling you, it's tough. I'd never seen an otter before in my life. I'm 52 years old. I'd never seen an otter in the wild in my life. And I had to try to come up with an idea, a plan to catch these otter. My buddy stocks this crappie, bluegill. They're good people. They're good guys. They asked me to try to help them. So I'm going to try. So I have to try to use my imagination because I don't have the internet. They got my fish. Yeah. I don't know. Saw a bunch of otter poo and scales on the way in to the set. I don't know. They go that way. But oh, look what I got, baby. My very first otter. My traps worked. They worked. Oh my God. This is unfreaking real. I'd never seen an otter before in the wild. I'm 52. I'm an old man. I had to come up with something because I don't have the internet. And it worked. It worked. This season has been freaking phenomenal. I'm telling you, phenomenal. Let's see what we got. Stay with me, children. This is awesome. I got a set down there. Look. That's his bank. Leading right, look here. Leading right to his orchard. And there's a, God, I can smell Let me just say something. I put some of that Alpha Delta castor lure that Darren Davis sent me way up yonder. I ain't lying, children. I ain't lying. Why would I lie? Got no time to lie. Look here. Coming right up. I could see it. I've got 4 footholds. I've got the TS-85 out. I've got 20 330s out. I got snares out. I've got everything I own out about it. I could set 100 trap shares. And I should have started at the beginning of the season. I didn't know he was having that kind of issue. He didn't know he was having this kind of issue. But I could set 100 traps right here, just on his bank. And I could smoke the beaver. That's fresh digs. Let's walk along and talk about it just for a minute and see what we're looking at. Look here, pouring dirt from down here. Look here. Look here. I'm hoping y'all seeing that. Fresh digs, buddy. Look here. Oh look, a rosy brother. Get off of me. What kind of food you got? Look here. That's freaking unreal. And his walnut trees that he's planted, and his apple trees. His apple trees are back yonder in the hole. He cut them up, put them over in the hole. I put traps around them. They've got them. I mean, so yeah, look here. Big footprint right there. I mean, look here. Look there. There's our floater. But they're cutting this bank off pieces. And I'll just say it like it is. I don't give a Need to be careful. I don't care. Got some pansies living right there. I'm gonna be careful. Lester's got to live here. I don't. But he was trying to protect his land. AR-22. Whatever he get his hands on. He wasn't shooting toward nobody's house. Ain't nobody's houses up through here. No houses beyond that house right there. He was trying to protect his land. And they called the game warden on him. And the biologist and the game warden said, you do whatever you got to do to protect your land. He wanted to do the decent thing, and he sent Russell for me and wanted me to come up here and see what I could do. Because steel works when we're sleeping. Steel works when we're eating. Steel works when we're grocery shopping or doing whatever we're doing. That steel's at work. And he wanted to be decent about it and wanted to try to do the right thing. So he sent for me. Y'all follow me. Y'all know I'm not a beaver trapper. He knows I'm not a beaver trapper. He just knows I got steel and I'm willing to set it. Any help. I worked years in the coal mine. And my motto was, a body is better than nobody. Somebody willing to come out is better than everybody just standing there looking. So, I'll do a reset right there. And I gotta have more steel. I guarantee you one thing. I won't get caught like this no more. I think this is 14 beaver. I'd have to look. Just gotta learn how to read them. But you better be quick, fast, and in a hurry in a situation like this. Fella losing everything he owns. You can't replace them trees. Can't replace this land. And it ain't like that I'm on a schedule. I'm here all day long. All day. I'll go fill me up some drowner sacks. That's what I done with the TS-85 because I don't have drowner rods. I use 2 feed sacks and about 50 pounds of rod. Put it right out there in the middle of that water. Drive me a roof boat in the ground. Hook my trap up to the water. Tether it down. Set it and forget it. I mean, it's tough getting it back out of the water. But what's my strain compared to his strain? I can take some ibuprofen or relief from my strain. He can't. Let's get this floater out. Do a reset. I've got another 330 up there, I believe. And them traps are epic. Love it. Stay with me, children. Now, I don't have drowning rods. May have to invest in drowning rods at this rate. But I have to use what I have at hand. That's feed sacks and rock. If I'm hiking into an area, I got a couple 330s, a couple feed sacks, wire, and catch food. But the drawback to that is, whatever you catch, you have to bring back out of the water. And whatever you put in that feed sack, you bring it back out of the water. Drawback to a drowning rod, if you're hiking 2 miles into a pond, you got to carry drowning rods and all the equipment for that. So it's a catch-22. Yeah, it is. So right now, I've got beaver number 8, bottom of the river, attached to a trap. In return, the trap is attached to a feed sack full of rock. Now, I was told that a buddy of mine, Beaver, pulled out a concrete block out of the water. Bet he don't pull that out. I'll be lucky to pull that out. Yeah, that's a beaver. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not joking. Alpha Delta caster lure. Like I said, check in the description box below. You want to catch more beaver? Get over to Dan Davis. I know y'all have not seen the video yet because I've not posted it yet. Had a lot going on this week. More than I care to talk about. But I need reminded not to put 773 pounds of rock in a feed sack to drown the beaver. Now, I've been accused of a lot of things in my life. A lot of things. Being smart ain't one of them. I blame Mom and Dad. Yeah. Remind me not to put 700 pounds of rock in the feed sack. Come on. TS85, baby. Lester said, why don't you try that foothold right there? He's coming up that bank. So I put the foothold in like Lester said. And look what we've got, Lester. Another big beaver. Ooh. That's 700 pounds of rock. Come on. Man, what a setup. I'm gonna save my bag. My bag come off. But it's still hung. So I'm gonna save my rock. I ain't packing no more rock down here, but God, what a beaver. Look at that thing, son. TS85. A lot of firsts this year. A lot of firsts. Slammed up on him. May have more on down the river. Stay with me, children. Save my bag. Ooh. I need one of them. Yeah. Anywho, let me show you what kind of fella Lester is. I'll give you for instance. I've been doing drowners this morning, setting footholds. He been in a shop working. 2.5 foot of beastly setters. 2.5 foot long. They're heavy duty, but not heavy to carry, no heavier than them. And I've already bent them brand new. $20 for them right there. And you about guess where they're made. Those over here are made in America. Backwoods Hollow in the hills of Kentucky. That's the kind of fellow Lester is. He came down and said, them little setters you got? He said, no. He said, I made you see it. Now, taking into consideration he's a Air Force vet. He's about 6'5", 6'6". I'm short and potty all but no body, come on.